Hey guys, welcome to That's So Life. I'm Nasli Fredericks. Today in the studio we have a Cape Town rapper, he is Bishop Labus, Rian Skulls, aka Mr. Heinz CPT. So we'll get to know him. There isn't much on social media. He doesn't allow for much of his life on social media. So let's hope he's going to open up here and give us some details that we don't necessarily know. Hey, Mr. Heinz.
Fingers crossed. Good evening. Thanks for having me. Thank you for the mooi Rian Skulls. No?
Yes.
For the effort, yeah. A for effort.
Wait, but it is Rian, right?
Rian, yes. Like an Afrikaanse Rian.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in primary school, I went to English primary school.
Really?
So, yes, funny enough, but I never made it out of that, you know. But anyway, yeah, they couldn't pronounce Rian, you know, like in Rian. So I had to settle for Ryan. So I was Ryan from grade 1 to when I finished. And then in high school, like I always used to bump into my primary school learners, and then they would say, "Oh, Ryan, what's..." I was like, "Bro, jy sê aan vir ons, jou naam is Biggie. Nou sê Ryan, nou sê Rian, skree jou mal, wie is hy eintlik, bro?" So yeah, that's also for the day ones, they will know that my name was Ryan. But thank you guys for having me, and yeah, we're here.
You're most welcome. Thank you for making time at such short notice. I appreciate that.
You got me on my most busiest time ever.
Yes, because
I'm
you're
dropping soon.
You're dropping this week.
And I'm fully booked for the week. But anyways, I kept the night open, you know.
I really
appreciate
that.
I prioritized to be here. So yeah.
Yeah. Before we get into the whole music industry and all of that, and you dropping, what type of person are you? And especially growing up, wat het type laaitie was jy gewees?
Ja. As ek gaat zeggen, pa, zit je me op, ik was bij je vrouwen geweest. Yes, but let's get to ik was bij je stout.
Okay.
So ja, zo stout dat ik 3 jaar in graad 9 gezet heb. Yes.
No judgment, in my face showed that now.
I was in grade 9.
No judgment.
And it wasn't funny at all, you know. As jy oorige mense ken, dan is hulle baie old school. Soos either ze gaan school of ze gaan werk. So jy moet kies een van die.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, I'm not ready to settle here to work and board betaal and so on. So let me just lam it uit at school. So whenever you used to have a fight, like, wees my daddy, kyk, pa moet saam met my school toe. And then they will find out, like, what grade am I actually in. So, yeah, that was my pa is the slut and change for me, so man was up school. Yeah, and he used to beat me up, but it made me a man. Like, I'm a man, I can take punches, you know, especially in the industry. So, yeah, I was 3 years, grade 9. Eventually, I decided to, you know what, let's call it a day. I'd pack up your books and everything, let's go home, right? After that, not so long after that, I actually started, but I was on high school. You see, this is like the stereotype in Cape Town. I like check in op julle kinders, man, because there was my first experience when I had to get like first-hand experience of experimenting with the patterns. Like, I'm on high school. This is my first year now, first school carnival. I'm now experimenting here with this globe and stuff. I'm like, but is die nie right ding wat hulle in die lug. Skin mos nou, ja, ons rookie uit. Now I got introduced to that. So, first year. So that's why also I neglected my schoolwork, because I was now more into the stuff that matters. And to, you know, even for Cape Flats Lighty, and if you want to be like known, it's either you're going to be famous for art, or you're going to be famous for associating like with the negative side things of life, like gangsterism, drugs and everything. So I said to myself, okay, I'm doing this now, 2nd year, 3rd year. That's when I decided to drop out of school. Because now I'm using drugs, and like drugs is telling you all these kind. Jy sê, en ek is in my nou. So now I started coupling with Owens in lives, right? Nou, the ouens is smokkelen, I'm there, smokkelen with the ouens, right? So, I got arrested the first time, second time, third time. But funny part enough is, and today it makes sense that, like, my pa was altyd daar. Like, hulle sê, like, 'n moederliefde is iets anders, nee?
Ja.
But ek dink, like, my ma was meer, like, teleurgestel in my. But my pa het altyd, like, geglo, man. En in die sens van, hy sien, hy's hoop van die klomp, man. And so, he was always the one that was very off. Hy was altyd daar. And I used to always say, oh, like, as hy opkom en sy kyk agter, wie's agter? Dan gaan ek sien my pa saam en dit was alright. En ek is like, because alright, dan gee my weer hoop, man. Sy weet, ek praat nooit oor nie. It's very emotional.
In
a touchy subject, but like, I feel like there's, sy weet nie wie sy buitekant wat jy moet hoor, jy verstaan?
Ja.
En hy het my altyd like hoop gegee en eventually ek was arrested paar keer en ek was reep toe, 6 maanden. En ek sê, kom terug, was 2 dae uit die 3de dag te begin rook ek dwelms. 6 maanden, so, sy weet jou male bring vir jou toiletries, sy kleur jou kleren. Nou, sy is weer familie. You're not labeled as family again because sy's by die reep. This was the only time when I felt like...
But was this your decision to go to rehab? Or your family or others telling you need to go to rehab?
I felt like things changed like in my... It was either my vrienden gaan dood of hulle gaan tronk toe. And I was like, you know what, just take a break from all of this because... So I'm a good looking boy, you know. Die leven sien op my nie. Ek wil lekker nog settle, man. I don't want to end up like them, but... Hulle sê ook, so kan nie krag weggeen, you know. So I was like, okay, like, yo, pack my bags. So I went to a farm in Vredenburg. And I stayed there like, I did a course of 6 months. I came back, 2 days. This one bro sê, maar come knock at my door. Yes, bro, wat sê jy? The same bro was, by the way, he attended the same rehab. So he left just by the time when I got there. And he said, I see you on the flip. So as he come knocking at my door, like my tiny damn thing, nah, he's skoon, like, hulle gaan mekaar motivate. He's wysing me, like, my bro, wat sê jy? Sy maak die skootslag. I'm like, my bro, ek het dit nie verwag van jou af. But because we did the same course and like attended the rehab together, I'm like, okay, maybe the tip will slap better if we like smoke it together, you know. So now we can bond with our rehab experiences. Daai tyd geweek, but anyway, so now you didn't use drugs for like 6 months. Sy rook, sy is hoog soos 'n nie soos 'n duiwe vir kykie, like is hoog en I couldn't sleep at all, and I went back like the next morning, and my pa vra vir my, het sy geval? And I just looked at him met groot oë, en het blink so, and I was like, yeah, I get. So I had to be honest, because they sacrificed their 6 months to maintain, and I was like, yeah, I get, and ek is like, but that is vir my nie. I was like, you know what, things are actually still the same here. Sien jy het verander, maar jou omstandighede is nog altyd dieselfde. En ek was like, I'd rather pack my bags. I went to go stay by a family member in Vredenburg. Funny enough, got settled in everything. Alles raak lekker, wang is vol, trek aan, ryk lekker, jy weet, werk en so aan. And then things got too lekker that I started walking around at night. You know, females. Anyway, I ended up at all the smokeraars in Vredenburg. For those of you staying in Vredenburg, julle ken vir my, hy nie van die Kaap, so ja. Anyway, so there, I was there, I lost like basically everything. I was down and out. I couldn't even come back to Cape Town, like family says, wil jy heen. I was like the joke in the family, you know. Like, kyk hoe lyk sy, ryk jou reg. But weet julle mense, as veral ons college, weet julle hoe breek het julle kinders af, hulle so, geef hom net 'n drukkie, as al, just give him.
But can you blame them? Jay saying like you must give it support, but at the same time, Jay played en dieselfde stront aanvang.
I don't, but I felt like ek het nooit die aangekry by my ouers as 'n middelkind nie, jy weet,
And that justifies your choices.
Not actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crapping your excuses, but it's beyond that, man. It's like I can't explain, but it's like net gebreek word.
Yeah.
So but now you also like surrounded with G's and what owens. So now you're having that plak also like kyk julle kan nie vir my vertel nie. So now so it was a year that my grandma and my grandpa passed away in 1 month, and I was in Freedomburg. So now I was like, okay, so I'm staying with the Owens. I had to travel to Cape Town. So the Owens put me on a taxi, got to the cab. Oh, and my mates, the whole family is just judging you. But there's always that one or two. It's like, so right, man. So it's alright. And still till this day, I love that man. So I used to say, it's alright. I'm like, nah, it's gevind wat jy sien in my.
But what about the others? Isn't it we normally give that tough love, hoping with that reverse psychology, you're going to change?
I won't settle for tough love.
Yeah.
It's tough out there already.
Yeah.
And now you must settle for tough love. But yes, you need it in like, you need a support structure. And that's why as ouers, check in op julle kinders, vra is jy happy, is alles alright, you know?
Maar dalk is dit 'n liegiekennis.
Hulle lieg van is die dwelms wat hulle laat lieg. So voel hulle die dwelms doen met sy jou rol speel as 'n ouer. And yeah, maybe I'm just coming up with excuses and everything, but is hartseer man. Verstaan jy, daar was nagte wat ek buite gewees het. Ja, I used to make sure I have an ANC, my lolly, my lighter, and earphones, and an MP3 player. I had the liefde for music het vir my aangedruk. So I used to listen to Akon, Tupac, Biggie Small, like Nas, all that man. So music het vir my laat aangaan man. And like the always used to be like a rook and I'm just alarming the hand like, hey, sy is jy reppe getik vanaan. I'm like, nah, wat sê die ons in julle net salute? Nah.
Yeah.
You know, but I always believed in, kyk, one day I want to do this, man, regardless who says what or what the accent channel or who's saying what. Yeah. I'm going to do this, so yeah, sometimes people like cross question. My bro, but they don't know like the story behind like Mr. Heinz, if I may say that. But anyways, back to Rian. So yeah, then eventually that same year when my grandparents passed away, I was like again, hi bro, I had enough. I was like, like things are changing, everything are changing, like family fra. It's different, because you don't know who's your friends, by the way. In the underworld, you don't know. Ek is jou broer, ek sal staan vir jou. Jy sal die altyd, ek sal staan vir jou, kan jy staan vir my. But they don't know how deep, like, het gaan dieper as dit, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I moved back to Cape Town. So I was just like, everyone is having trust issues. But deep down inside of me, I never had the privilege to rook my last tick in peace. So for some reason, I had to find out. Yes, it was the last thing on my mind. Because I knew, like, I'm going clean. So it was December, January is approaching. So I must either do not know or nooit. And I was like, okay. So I got to Levers. I remember, so my cousins had like a family catering thing. They drinking beers and what. And they were like, gaat koop vir ons bier aan, man. En die vir hulle pakken. And ek was like, yo, seriously, hulle skaam nie mos nou. I'm your cousin and because ouer is jong. They were like, mag ons gaan jou R5 gee? Ja, you know, that R5 was like that, you know, that old star biscuits or whatever they call it in a Meebus Pompey. That time I used to stay on the street.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, the family doesn't want you near their houses at all. Sy kan miskien gaan, het gaat lucky wees as sy iets kry om te eat. But I don't blame my parents. Like 2-3 weeks ago, we had this conversation. It was like, wat het alles missing geraak in die huis? Then I got scammed, but I got like, to defend ek myself no, wie sê ek het die battery gevat? And I was like, hey, sy het my kar battery gevat, man. And I was like, yo, that's when I realized, nah, kyk, ek gaan nie vloekie, but nah, I messed up, you know, I messed up big time. But anyway, soos ek sê, my story kan iemand se lewe verander, of like in a speelway, but anyway, yeah, waar was ek nou? By die piere, ja.
No, this all of us should be a lesson in terms of die vriende wat jy het. Has it been from the time frame then as to the friends that you had and the type of choices that you're making now for the friends that you have in your life?
True. You see, that's why there's a saying always that, like in my press release also for my upcoming EP, I addressed today in as your choices that you make will determine your destiny. Ja. Vir die keuses wat jy vandag gaan maak, gaat eintlik die oorsaak is waar jy gaat beland.
Ja.
As jy met my so, if you make the wrong choices for the wrong friends, you obviously gonna end up dead. Al my vriende nie dronk of dood, of hulle stoot na 'n wijntjie of so. En as jy bly vir my om dit te sien nie, want dan sê ek op myself net, joh, dankie Here, U het my gevat, like uit die trap uit en ek en even nou die dag ry ek en het reën sonig en ek sien die mense op die pad like vra like vir kos en like hulle is honger en ek dink vir myself en you know what het gebeur nie baie met my nie, but het kom net so op dat die Here sê vir my like wees bly vir die klein goed wat jy het.
Ja.
Dat's mense wat jy het. And I was just like phoning randomly people. I'm just saying, okay, start counting all those little blessings you have now. Dat's mense wat jy het. En funny enough is ons het alles wat ons wil gehad het en dan wil ons nog altyd meer hê, maar ons is nie dankbaar vir wat ons het en dit het net oor my gekom dat ek weet nie, ek dink is die gees van die Here wat het geleer het op my hart, dat wees dankbaar voor, en ek dink vir myself, ja, het kon anders gewees het, maar ek dank genade van die Here dat ek kan sit hier vandaan, en ek weet, ek het wange nou, ek het een body, because I never used to have a body, but anyway, so, ja, back to the pieren, sorry.
Nee, ons gaan naar de Here toe. Ons gaan naar de Here toe. Okay. Jy praat van die Here?
Ek het in 'n Christelike huis groot geraak.
Okay.
Hoe vind jy dit snaaks?
Glad nie.
For some reason...
Van die way jou ma en jou pa gewees het, kan ek dit glo. But terwyl jy met almal hy besig gewees het, while you were going through that type of lifestyle, did you still have a relationship with God? While you're doing your tuk or whatever else, did you still have a relationship with God?
Yes. I have to confess, yes. Van, weet jy, waar het ek altyd, soos hulle sal sê, mens moet nooit God toetsie. But I always used to. En for some reason het ek altyd gesê, dit is my laaste, of ek is klaar, of ek kan nie meer nie. And like whenever I got locked up, nou ben I'm a Frans now, en sy is in jou cel in, sy word aangeklawe, ammunisie, of dwelms, of onwettige vuurwapen, en sy sit daar, en vir jouself, en sy
dan ken julle mos goed, dan ken julle
die vir my, die was nie vir my uitgesit iemand, maar ek weet my ma en my pa het my geleer in van bid, en ek het kerk geloop, ek het sonnaskool geloop, en ek ken die weg in die waarheid, soos hulle sal sê, en dan gaan sy terug, funny enough, like, die liefde is nie so uitgesit, dat sy bevind jouself, so maar nou, sy bid, sy waar hy nou nie visie, en sy bid, now we'll just go there, and I'll close my eyes, en ek sê, first thing, also, that my oudit school me, as jy bid, sy vraag eerst vergifnis, voor jy enig iets gaan, voor die Here lee.
Met ons was het geweest om eerst een dankie te sê.
Is it?
Ja.
Okay, but I always used to, like, Here vergeef my sondes, as ek oortree het, en the rest will fall into place. En die eerste keer het ek het gedoen ook, en ek hoor toe die dames skree, Rian Scholes, en ek is like, now you're surprised you're hearing your name for the first time. You don't know the whole procedure. And she's like, jy het borg toch gekry, kan jy by die projectko staan, asjeblief? En ben like, hulle sê, gaat jy nou maat sê? Ja, jy moet vir hulle sê, hulle moes iets opsteem. En ek is like, ja, nee, ek gaat vir hulle sê, ja. En ek kom uit, en ek denk vir myself, sê mense, nou dankie vir die Here, of kan ek miskien vanaan, kan ek nou net allemaal gaat groet, en wees ek is uit, automatically your body language change, en nou sê sy maar, kyk jy, sy sê nou so maar buiten kan, allemaal weet nou, sy was gearresteerd, but anyway, uit en so, but I always used to believe in, like, ek het in 'n Christelike huis groot geraak, my familie is Christelik, so I always believed in God, and like, alles God het 'n rede vir alles en vandag maak dit eintlik sin dat wat so 'n paar weke gelede sê my pa vir my dat dink jy nie miskien dat was like a God send dat jy moet hy die gegaan het van sy kan skryf oor sy kan rap daaroor wat anders miskien nie like first hand experience gehad het minute kan ek 'n deel die musiek. You see where it comes in also like sometimes people look at the music the negative way, but you maybe have a positive message.
Yeah.
For instance, my upcoming EP, it's titled Bishop Believers. Why? Studied in the church. Why? Anyway, let me break it down. Bishop Believers. So Bishop Believers, I'm from Bishop Believers. Why can't I be the bishop from Believers that's making the change? Yes, I'm not converted. Don't stone me for that. Ek mag miskien nog nie like heilig is of so nie, but alles daar kan 'n verandering kom uit lewens uit, verstaan? So ek glo in like heavy like God is alles is goed bestuur het. En ek weet sy ook so. And as you know me, I will always talk about, as it in my tijd, as it dan is het God se tijd. Some people think I use it just as a term, as a referencing something. No, I actually mean it. Because ek weet, wanneer dinge op God se tijd gebeur, ne, automatically, dan is die vywe van die Here oor jou.
Ja.
Niemand kan hy wegvat van jou af. Like, as jou nou, God het die vir jou uitgesit. Nee, ek klink as 'n pastor, but anyway. God
ek is blij vir die verandering. Ek is blij vir dit.
Ja, God het dit vir jou uitgesit. Niemand kan dit wegvat van jou af.
Yeah.
Just know that when it's God's time, no one can take it away from you. No. So yeah.
How long are you in the music industry and what are your challenges that you face in this industry?
Yeah. As cut now, let's look at 10, maybe not the fully 10 successful 10. I won't say successful, but not so much movement. But then again, I'll start counting from when I dropped Hoya. And it was 2019, 2020. It's very challenging. You get sleepless nights. I've never had experience until this year with like anxiety, depression. I always thought like people are tripping on this like just soek aandag man. But then I got to experience it. Like I just woke up one day. But you know, there was, and even like, I can reference the podcast where AKA was on a podcast with El Tido. And he faced like, there was one thing that stood out for me. And he said like, the phones is your biggest stress ever. And it makes sense. Till I got to experience it. So I woke up one day, was browsing on my phone on the socials. And I just started seeing like, I have, all my friends are like industry friends, right? And I just saw everyone is like outside, they're doing the thing. No one is actually in the Western Cape. Everyone is outside doing major things. And all these artists that I'm referring to knows what I'm talking about because I had this conversation with them afterwards, like phoning them, saying, I saw you were out there, and blah, blah, blah. Ja, toe voel ek weer anders toe van, it's like, sy hoef nie voort nie, maar sy doen alles according to the books van die industry. Sy doen alles reg. Yeah. You trying to get your radio plays, you trying to keep your content clean. Yes, you may be hula hooping here there, but anyway, you try, to stay in your lane, but like, Here, wat doen ek hier reg? And that morning, I suddenly my mood changed. Like I go into like I can't eat, and like I was just like in a dark space, man. And I'm asking myself, is this what they call like stressed out? It's like anxiety, depression, what? But music really saved my life. And I phoned Ilro and I was like, bro, can you bring your mic over in the sound card? Like for some reason, I don't smoke to record here by me, or I don't smoke to use my equipment. Bring your stuff, come over. And like, I just briefed him like, I'm not in the mood, so I don't smack anyone's kak today. Yeah. But just stick out, I want to do something. I need to re-record some stuff, actually for this EP. And he sticked out and asked me, what can? And when I did my verse, one take, and I was like, hey bro, sien sy, die man kan kom van my nie. And I was like, sy het vanoggend gesê, sy voel nie lekker nie. And I was like, things change bro, but I'm here to change the game, Toe kan ek myself weer 'n bietjie hype. Maar toe dink ek ook myself, dit was a crazy experience. En van die maand, hy was die Sondag, die maandag toe begin bel ek net allemaal wat ek nou like.
Ja.
En ek sê, ja bro, ek weet nou waarom sy praat van hy. En dit was like, when I realized, actually, ja, this industry can like, it can make you, or it can break you.
Ja.
But it's like, wat jy van maak. En like, hoe ek op die industrie sien, is vir my, bear in mind, I come from a different background. Yeah? I look at things differently, right? So sometimes you want to lose your cool. It's like, kijk, ek sal hulle wys maak, maar dan moet jy, dit is nie in die wereld meer nie. This is something else. Bear in mind, parents don't want to be associated with anyone. And also here it comes into me making Afrikaans music. As you know, the market don't want to associate with any bender and gangsterism activities, you know. But then again, I thought to myself, this is me. Like a few months ago, I actually had a meeting with the label, and before that, the same day we had a meeting. So Roselle, started to Roselle, early beast manager. So she was in the Zoom. The Zoom ended, and then we started, and then I FaceTimed her, yeah. We started talking, and I started going off in my past, you see. And I realized actually that, and she said to me like, your story, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, I hardly talk about my past, but you know, the past in the Afrikaans industry is going to be a very touchy subject because die mense gaan, nee, ons het nie tyd vir sulke aktiwiteite nie hoor. Ons sal dalk vir iemand anders soek wat beskikbaar wees, wat kan optree vir ons, maar kom ons los gou vir hom vir nou. You know, people can be very judgerig. So,
but you changed a lot in terms of your previous music or mixtapes, and then your last album that you had, that was very more commercial. That was more perfect for radio.
Shout out to everyone that's on that album. I feel like in terms of, people say features don't play a big role. I feel like features do play a big role. For me, it's like I've reached my limit to my features. Shout out to Youngster also. Me and Young go way back. Like, to be honest, I waited like 7 years for a feature from Youngster. Yeah, it may sound silly, but anyway, we were friends all along, but I always used to pinch him like, wat season? Wanneer gaat jy verse met him? Like, ja, dan moest hy iets. We just hang tight them, and I'll be like, ik try of weer next man. Yeah, that was, but also, ek het geleer, het patience en weer eens alles op God se tyd. And since Hoya dropped, so Hoya was, okay, let me break it down. So he said to me, like close to the 5 years period, 6 years, he said, okay, I'll tell you what. So EJ was the link between me and Youngster, right? So he said, when EJ get released, we'll make a number. I was like, bro, when is that, man? I was like, I don't know, phone him. I was like, nah, bro, but you now spilling with me now. I can't depend on EJ to now make this happen. And he said, nah, you know, you was the link between me and you, so it will be fair enough if we wait for him. I was like, okay, fair enough. We started visiting EJ, started like making contact with him. And eventually, I remember, he called me. And he was like, yes, what's here, man? I was like, nah, like, what kind? He was like, he just spoke to you. I was like, nah, what kind? And he was like, well, the man's getting released on Wednesday. Guess your feature came in early this year. I was like, don't lie with me. Now I phoned him. I called him, like, oh, bro, what's here, man? Man, duidelijk. Well, yeah, okay, where's the riyad, bro? I'm getting released on Wednesday. I was like, okay, and? Like, nah, kijk hier, salute. On the kop, I'm gonna stick it by the Owens. I was like, okay, nah. Put the phone on. I phoned him. I was like, oh, I spoke to that man. Yeah, the voice you. Yeah, EJ got released. He said, okay, kijk, let's get it. So he got released in Joburg. We made so EJ got to the Cape. EJ got to the Cape. Now I must know, when do I ask now, you know, kijk, wanneer I know? And I was like, my bro, what do you say? Make contact with that man. I give that man some time, settle him with the family. I was like, you know what, family? But anyway, I know the procedure and I know anyways, it will take time. And he did this thing in young ways mistake. And he was like, Sarah to say it say also. That's when say it say came into the whole group, into the whole picture. So it was like, get me a beat, get us a beat, ease us out. And then we take it from there. And I was like, who else is there? I was like, hey, Kiki, I love this light. Say, need say. And I was like, Kiki, I want to introduce you to this light there. You send me some beats. And Young was like, is it? Yeah, send me some. I was like, okay, so I send Kiki. Just trust me on this, no? Send me 3 beats. We're going to select one. One of those 3 is going to be the anthem. So he was like, I bet, send me the beats. Right? I send it to Young. Young replied to the way I beat him was like, I think I got something for us. So now I'm getting excited. It was like, things are happening. Like, gaat ek nou redig? Wat was die number doen? So me, him and EJ linked for the first time after years. And we chatted liquor. And it was like, oh yeah, anyways, Kiki, just play the audio system in the car. And I played the beat. And he was like, yo. And when he spit it, Hoyas, Tangas, sien jy, hook. I was like, nah, Kiki, I love it. I was like, bro, this is an anthem.
Yeah.
Bro, I told you. Wait. Sien, and I was like, ja, so nooit ek patience geleer, like ek weet om te wag.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I was like, okay, now right, no? And then next week we record. Yes. And we're like, and get ready to shoot a video also. Now I'm like, alles gebeur so vinnig video's gee. We're like, my bro, so my bro, get money to 5,000.
Wait, so where does all this money also and stuff come in? Because now we on the outside, we're not in this industry, we don't understand. But nou sien ek vir jou met die music video en het blink en yachts en die woman and whatnot. And then your music is on the radio. If it's playing on the radio and all of this, and it's like, he must be doing so well. It must be going amazing and waste all the money and borrow me money and whatnot.
Jy sien daar kom die familie ook in wat vra vir, dit gaan ons goed saam met jou.
Ja, ons sien en dit.
Jy blomme saam met vroumense op yachts en so aan. Stuur maar daar iets dis op right. Let me tell you, this whole industry is also a whole, you must finesse it. It's a whole, I won't say it's a front, but it's art, man. Like, the goed wat jy sal doen, and the strings that you will have to pull to make it into the industry. Like, Sarah to DJ Easy, Ready D, you know, all these people that we have in Cape Town that still have love for hip-hop. Yeah. I'm like, Grandmaster, just spin me this song, asseblief. DJ Easy, just spin me this song. Just glo net in my, glo net.
With Ready D, I can actually see, like, people are getting on, or their stuff is being played compared to with other DJs or radio personalities. I've heard it also before in a personal capacity where it's like, I know this person or whatever, but I'm the whole time begging, can you play mine, can you play mine, or whatever, can you give a shot?
There's a whole system.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You see, like even making, like, so you get like commercial music and like, you must know, that is broadcasted was die dag op so. This time slot for everything. Yeah. That's why sometimes you won't get a breakfast time slot because I travel miles met die kind moet by die skool afgelei word. So it's not kid friendly.
It's a whole committee also.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So they get to choose what gaat and like I remember even like years ago, 2015 I made Sinja with EJ. And I was like, we're trying to eat like it's Ramadan. And they said that song can't play on the radio.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so it was a first-hand experience. I'm like, okay, next time, don't involve that, laat het. So jy leer ook deur die jare, but back to jou question. Sy is goed daar in die calls and the videos, and you know who's
because
who
I'm
in it.
seeing it. And why do you guys always like to go with these perfectly shaped women? No disrespect to them, they are beautiful. But now me here with the 3 stomachs, I can't make it into a music video.
As your hustle, as your hustle, you know, it's your hustle. It's how you hustle. But anyway, with that being said, that's more like entertainment for them. You feel me?
Okay.
Like gluing them to coming back. I'm like, my broer, kyk, is jy gesien, hy kan in Heinz se video in. Nou, wat ek kan, gooi ga jou wys, go op YouTube. That's the new radio, by the way.
Yeah.
Op YouTube, kyk jy, Mr. Heinz, kyk jy. Nou, wacht. Nou, speel jy hele video, wat voelt jy die ding? Okay, nou gaat jy terug. Now you're playing the whole video, now we're getting revenue for you watching that music video.
Oh, okay.
Feel me?
So what is it in terms of...
There's another cheat code.
Everything is on Spotify or whatever internet there. But yet people, you guys are still doing your albums, the physical CDs. Is it where people are still buying actual CDs?
Yes, you get collectors.
Okay.
Sarah to say he's a collector. Yeah,
yes,
you get
awesome.
Yeah, you get collectors. I believe in like even this EP I'm doing this, like I want to do like physical copies, send packages out to people close to my friends, family, and I just say thanks and listen to what I created, and maybe like create the art and just hang it in my joint. So
yeah.
With that, yes, there's still people. Spotify, Apple, YouTube got their own market. So usually people that works in corporate and those that attend gym every day, they'll use Spotify, Apple, you know. YouTube is more for like smart TV, home type of vibes. You get family over and then you will just play a music video like your Ninja Turtle or your hula hoop.
Yeah.
Some entertaining stuff. The ladies will sit like, look there, mommy. Mr. Heinz looks like he's going to gym, but he's so fat. You know, it's like entertainment.
Yeah.
It's entertainment on its own. So I look at all these aspects before I'm putting out something. And I have a group of 5 to 6 people on my WhatsApp list that I'll be like sending it out. And I'm like, listen to it. What do you think of it? So I can mention 3 names.
5 people?
I'll leave it youngster, early B, cream. There's the other 2 is more like executives, but that's the type of people that'll be asking like, "Kiki, feels of them." I say, "Nah," I say, "Nah."
Yeah.
So, quite part about all 3 of them is I used to look up to them, or I still look up to them.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of the music. Thirdly, they're very honest. They're very honest. Hey, young, you will kill my vibe. Always me, Heinz. Hy dink jy nie miskien jy wil hy probeer hom so ek sê nie moet so hy wil liewe die cream is is my top dog.
Yeah.
Then no, that's the one. So and there's
you can
certain
WhatsApp
people
them and tell them they can come to the
Ilro now,
podcast.
Ilro will mix and master my stuff, so he gets the first-hand experience. Who's on the project? Yeah. Like, how's my verse? I'll ask him, my bro, kyk, ek dink sy's verseker hy's die verse. And he'll be like, yeah, sy dink te veel because you re-record everything. And I'll be like, but ek wil musiek gemosa uitsit. En seker nie, hulle vra altyd, Heinz kan nie rap nie. I don't need to rap for rappers, man. I have my own audience. I have people who still belong.
Yeah.
You know, I have people who's interested into listening my music. So I have my own
But you've
feel.
personally said it, eh? You've personally said it publicly as well in terms of you put it out there. You are not the best rapper, but you are hustling. You are doing your thing.
Go look at my numbers, like I would say. So that says a lot about my work ethic. But I don't rap for rappers or like for reactors or all those people who think they will say, nah, Kiki, this song is hot or not. Yes, shout out to them for like pushing the culture and everything. But in terms of you making the music, I don't go and see them like, today I'm going to make this number to face youngster that I cut the cap. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like, I don't even think like that. And like, or today I want to prove a point that I can also freestyle on this beat. I'll go back to my drawing board and like, okay, so what can I give summer this year? Bear in mind, I haven't dropped for like 8 months, 9 months. Hula hoop was my last drop.
That's now a baby.
But it's worth it, I would say. I've learned a lot. Die jaar was niet te veel voor mij ook. Niet dat ik zei dat ik bij muziek aan het komen, but I was still making music. Like I was still in and out of the booth. I was still recording, having sessions, executive produce, you know. And I actually started working on an album, on a like full-on album. like most of the features are in already. So the album was supposed to be started rolling out in October. But then I went back to the vault and I was like, okay, so I have unreleased tracks here. So I've put all this together, get some features on there, and I put those all together and just put it out. Maybe that can boost my streams and listeners and what. So by the time when the album comes out, everything is solid via. We're back to square one. Not saying like I'm testing the waters with the EP, but then I said, went back to my drawing board and I was saying, okay, I still want to drop an EP, man. He was like, that sounds mad. What about the album? I was like, nah, we don't touch the album. We leave the album. And the album I have, I'm blessed also to have all of you on the album. Yes, on the EP as well. But all of you love it visit. And it's like heavyweights in the industry. And wat like, sien dan kom die guns van die Here weer in. Wat vir my like, die geleentheid gegee het om, kom ons doen die song. Ek gaan die song vir jou gee, my bra. And I was like, huh? I made it, but I did it, man, you know? I did it, ek is trots op myself. And I was like, I went away for a weekend, myself, Ilro, went to go and just record. Came back, started working on this EP. EP's done. I was like, okay, the album needs my attention because that's my baby. Dat is my droom. Op die album. Die album is my droom. Funny enough, sy gaat nou weer sê, hoe gaan het ook girls, but it's about a girl. You know? It breaks it down about this specific girl. But anyway, so the EP is more to like me referring what I went through in my past and everything. And the album is more commercial in the sense of, how can I say now? Yeah, more radio friendly, more summer vibes, more vibes, man. You know? Yeah. Hula hoop vibes and chase and so on, you know?
What's your opinion of the battle raps that people do? Has been noted that you've never attended a conflict.
No. And I'm not interested.
Is it?
You will never see me also at the... Come on, my bro. Split out 16. No, I'm just kidding. I feel that's like a different market.
Okay.
And you get like rappers, that's MCs that attend these battle rap competitions and they just believe in this. And then you get some rappers who say, bro, kijk eens, je moet uitsteken aan, my bro, gaat de battle rap it. And in my mind, I'm asking myself like, bro, what the hell are you doing there? I'm like, nah, gaat uitsteken. I'm like, low-key listening to you. I'm like, nah, gaat uitsteken. But yeah, that's a different feel. I feel for me, it's like, it's aggressive, man. Like you're all mad kind of kak.
Can you follow the scene in the sense of Charlie to see? He's quite a prominent battle rap.
I do as an artist, and I have to like follow up and follow these. I won't say follow trends, but like just keep up to date. Yeah. What's going on around you, but it stops there. But yeah, it likes vibes, man, you know. You see, now I wanna rap about the kinders and about the night. I get to feel strong in die lewe deurgegaan om nog hardcore te wil rap. I wanna enjoy music. I wanna make size and I wanna go and listen to times like if she want me, she can chase me. So kalika gaan kind met front it. Gee me dit kans, baby, kyk laat ons praat, you know. So na si point kadel op die bankie.
You keep referencing kinders. I don't see any relationship status. And also, what is it like? Why are you stopping me there?
Vrydag aan het sy so KFC. Ek is swak die week is net noodles. You know, vir daar se kinders, hulle is gespoil. Eat noodles. Wat wil sy KFC en sy en sushi en I want to go to Penarottis or Mamas or Bossa. No. You know, settle. You can go out Saturday, Sunday, Greenpoint Park, you know, stuff like that. Back to you, my dear. You were saying. You're
reflecting, but it's cool. It's cool. With this in the industry and all these women coming after you, or not necessarily you, also by association, wanting to be in that crowd. How do you handle these young girls?
Yeah.
One at a time.
One at a time. As lekker een. Ik weet wat ik wil hê. Ik weet wat ik wil hê in die leven. Ja, it's tempting. Especially when you shooting or you on set. Bear in mind, some may think that you're interested or not. But you just being professional, you know.
Yeah.
Sy hou jou in. Sy kykie. Sy focus net. Sy camera, sy focus net. So,
but sy kan nie meer sê die video, dat kan nie video's opbring. Sy kan nie meer sê sy kyk at this, especially Hula.
Yeah.
Daar moet sy at least fucking 4 of 5 keer.
And what is it suggestive also to us?
Professionally, you need to watch it so.
Yeah.
I feel like hula hoop and size were very challenging, yes. Hula hoop and size.
I don't like it.
And why do you guys like to use sometimes the same models? It's suggestive as something else to us on the outside, but I don't know wie van hy video in.
Okay, name drop please. Give us names. Give us names at least, then we can talk about it. Because I must always have this conversation with each and everyone. So, as julle 'n probleem het of wie ever julle wil van praat, drop net die naam. But there is like certain females.
Video vixens.
Yes, it's like that I have a close relationship with. And I'm gonna mention one.
That's
and I'm
my
gonna
one.
address
That's
it.
my one.
And I'm gonna address it now live
That's my
on air
one.
that I'm not dating Mary Jo.
Thank you, but that's my one.
She's a very close friend
She's
of mine.
beautiful. She's a model. She's amazing. The first time I saw her, it was at your birthday, Ben.
Whether USPs didn't want to work.
Yes, that one. But she was it was Halloween. She was in a Minnie Mouse outfit, and she was twerking like, oh.
You see, so this, she's a people's person.
Yeah.
Secondly, I feel like our personalities, we have the same personalities. Thirdly, we became close, like, it was like broer and sister. So, yes, some people do ask me, like, bro, married, so alweer, or like, you know. And sometimes I have to say, hey, you know, a bietjie rus, né?
That's right. Carpenter.
Yes, you see.
So in that one also, yes.
So, yeah, shout out to Mary Jo also for showing love, pulling up, and showing up, you know. But it's all love. It's all love. I feel like she's the only one that's in.
She's in a lot. I know.
Carpenter. Actually, in 4 music videos.
That's her. She's beautiful.
No, she's stunning.
She is. But you're a
No
full picture, I'm
comment.
telling you.
No, no comment, yes.
No, I'm a fan as well.
Shout out to Mary Jo. But yeah, so.
It's like a video, by the way, no? Once again, comedy and your music is fire.
I like that also about your music videos. There's the stories in there, or you portray this whole, from this one.
Sê die vir hulle.
And with hula hoop.
Ek sê hulle, hy kan nie rappie. Ek wil nie rappie, ek wil net entertainment maak.
Ja.
Is al. Ons het genoeg deur die lewe gegaan, is COVID gewees, is alles gewees, and you know, we lost family members, so let's just make good music.
We as cis males, we salute you. Yes, married men, not no,
For what, sing it legal at home, ja, like, nee, ek kyk Mr. Heinz se nuwe video, man.
Ek is hier vir cream.
Ja, sê hulle, ek kyk maar net hulle video, ek support die ladies baie, man. Gaan kom weer vorentoe, gaan kom weer. It's fine. But, yeah.
Maar kry hulle vlak as hulle dit doen van conservative mense wat sê
No, not at all nogal. Yeah, shout out to my loyal listeners and viewers. But yeah, so what Carpenter is, you know, Plasner. Carpenter.
Yeah.
I was just like, and I actually wanted to film for this video. En Cream was like, my bro wil sy regtig, sy het genoeg footage, wil sy regtig op 'n plaas geskiet. Nou wys Cream bro, sy sal sien as die video klaar is.
Yes.
Alles gaan sin maak. Glo net wat ek doen. Het gaat uitwerk. And when he saw the final, he was like, fuck Heinz, nou sien ek ook dat hy insisted for a plaas. You know, it's like,
I feel like sometimes
you know, sorry for interrupting, but waar sy 'n Carpenter uitken, is op 'n plaas. Gaan serieus toe. gaan Worcester toe, gaan Vredenburg, gaan enige plaaslike plekje toe. Dan ga je hoor, hulle gaan hoor, die man is van die Kaap. Jy is hier Kaapenaar. Van waar is jy, jong? Ek kan hoor in jou accent, jy is van hier rondie. Nee, ek is van die Kaap, so, jy weet. That's why I took it back to the farm. You feel me? So yeah, it's just the 4-on-1 aan Kaapenaar.
I feel like, it's fine.
Wat doen ze van Giga? Praat van die kante van de wereld. Wat doen ze van...
Ik love him.
Hij is ook een braaf nog.
Ik love him. You see?
Yes.
Thank you, that's why I said, ik love him. Giga, ja, ik heb iets gedaan recently voor Giga. En ons kan, die energies exchange van, ons maakt basically diezelfde. Giga zo net. Ik try een beetje om kid-friendly te wees.
Giga ging niet op volk.
Nee, ik love him. Hij is die binnenkant van mij wat sê, drop die op die mic man, maar dan sê ek, hey, wacht jy nog nie. Giga is very entertaining, shout out to Giga.
Ik stuur een keer uit Blokvleit saam, die vrienden WhatsApp man. So ek, sure, dat is een beetje anders nie. Ek het best expect van jou nie.
Ja, luckily was er die familiegroep, you know. Luckily was, ja. But yeah, no understand. That is what yes, I do like heavy raps and stuff. You know, shout out to Crow, Cream, Matt, Joyner, Ilro. Who else is there?
And your Afrikaans rappers, Biggie, Lofi, all of them also.
Vibes.
Yeah.
Verstaan je? Vibes. I make it liquor for your powder.
Yeah.
Verstaan je? Waar komt het in? En waar komt Thijs in?
Yeah.
It's vibes. It's all about vibes. You know? And funny enough is me and Young State the argument now recently where like, you know, your biggest song is actually Thijs. So that means you found your sound.
Yeah.
In your market. And I was like, Mama, bro, ik wil moest rap van waar vandaan ik kom. And I was like, yeah, it makes sense now and then. But you found your sound as well. So I like lekker vibes, kinders, and you know, a nice video. Het moet net lekker entertaining is. So
Cabbies. You know, like, yeah. Maar het is ons color culture really, if you think about it.
Verstaan, maar ons gaat er nog vorig in. Ja, maar niet hierdie ene nie.
Ja.
Nie hierdie ene nie. Ga maar naar die volgende enetjie toe. Ons los die enetjie af. Nee man, geniet het. Ons betaal vir het. Kyk die views. Weet jy hoeveel geld gaat ek in video production in? En die effort, stress, concept, ideas.
Whose money goes into it? If you are represented or you are on a label or whatever the case may be, is it their money that goes into it or?
It depends what deal you get from the label. So for instance, now I have a distribution deal. So my part is still to play my role into securing my music videos, securing my bookings, marketing. The label does all the backings when it comes to distribution and playlisting, what. So, but also on that part is like your independence in the industry, like speel 'n groot rol. In die sense van as jy jou master sou nie hoef nie noodwendig met 'n wel my Afrikaans.
Nee, dis
jy hoef nie noodwendig met 'n label gesign is jy, maar is ook hoe jy jou music gaan distribute of uitsit, soos hulle sal sê.
So wat beteken dit masters?
Masters, so wanneer jy jou masters besit is, like I own my masters to it. So
your
masters
music.
is like my rights, my mastering rights. I own my music. I own my mastering rights. Yeah, like there's no publisher involved or licensing deal. Like you own your master. So sometimes you'll get a licensing deal where Sony might drop your number and everything, but you have like a licensing deal with them. So whatever work they get in for that song, they will sign it off and you will only get the percentage.
Yeah.
So they take 100 and you get next because you already took out a portion of the deal. Or then you get, so there's certain deals in the industry, but like independence is the best part. like also this year, like I haven't dropped anything, no, musically, but I can getuig, I had the best payouts ever. Was this year? The
Jy
year
kry jy alweer 'n Shoprite boodskap.
I was eating of my album of last year.
Nice.
Like they just showed me how this industry
the
works.
fruits
like,
of your labor.
Sy gaan hom moenie verwag sy drop nou 'n album so maar dinge gaan nou gebeur. Jy gaan op bookings kry. Like I'm still not even getting, maybe I'll get 1 or 2 bookings a month. But still I'm not like on that level yet. But slowly but surely you will eventually get it. It's how you craft your music, how you put your videos out, how's your content, how's your presence as an artist, how you perform, how's your set, how you address people. Is klomp goed wat bygaan dat, okay, now you're moving forward. You feel me? So, I got like sing deals and what, and like, I got so many approaches that I thought to myself, yo, Here, jy het my nog geleef van like alles op u tyd man, en nie op my tyd nie, verstaan? So, also I got to get like first-hand experience with that. And yeah, it's like it's lekker as your master's own.
Okay.
Like, but the stressful ook in die sens van soms dan remind mense altyd vir my like hoe kan jy jouself 'n deadline is jy nie like met 'n label is of like jy own in jou eie goed nou en dan dink jy ook vir jouself like in jo maar hoekom maar dis hoe ernstig ek dit vat. You know, I'm gonna say by die 26ste June moet ek klaar gerekord is en dan gaan dit in vir engineering. So as alles hoe jy jou music package en hoe jy dit adres verstaan, maar is lekker man, en is lekker om vir julle te hê as listeners om wat te geniet, jy weet, en die support, like support speel 'n groot rol ook man. Soms kan dit vir jou breek, soms kan dit vir jou maak, en nou is altyd wat ek myself remind ook in die sens van soms is het 'n bietjie overwhelmed, jy weet, jy kry 'n e-mail of 2 of 3 en 'n call, like, hey, en dan voel jy vir jouself, hey man, sien jy, maar jy kan dit verloor ook daar onmiddellik, maar dan remind ek myself altyd in die sens van wees dankbaar vir dit, nee, en remind yourself in alle tye waarvan jy kom, sodat jy nie die ego of die attitude creëer.
Ja.
Of jou plat. Ek het die beef met rappers en
you never also have social media
like I always try to exclude myself.
Yeah.
I leave my 2 cents here and there, not even on social media. Ek is nou die dag post daar iemand op Facebook, ek weet nie wie was dit, ek is nie active eintlik op Facebook, maar die persoon post en die persoon sê Afrikaans musiek gaat vir jou hier inspring, en ek kyk die post aan en ek dink vir myself, die post, ek gaat nou comment, wat ek moet watch, wat ek gaat comment.
Ja.
Wat ek wil het adres, wat ek adres het nooit, en ek comment, en ek kyk toe nou en allemaal, wat ek nou het, op my contactlist, en wat ek mijn werk en so aan. En ek denk, ja, vir ons as kapenaars, en is like heavy, en ons like, Zara to Crow, Cream, en like al die name wat ek in moet nou, sit like heavy, like vibe soek uit man, like lekker numbers, jy weet, en dan soek like om te sien ook, kijk, ek voel die persoon moet ook al, jy weet, alles gehet het al, en as sê het ook om te sien van, ek is 'n fan ook van jou man, en ek het altyd die geseld saam met Cream, en ek dink myself, ek plaas myself ook nou in die skoene in, maar ek dink, wacht, ek het 1 antwoord vir die persoon, en ek gaat kom en daar en ek vraag, nou wat is early BN? Het hy het gekry?
Ja.
Van ek dink toe vir myself, sy noem as 'n kallet, gaat Afrikaans jou hier inspring. Nie dat ek vir al prys, but like, ek voel, vir like Afrikaans het vir hom, ja, en baie mense gaat sê, as jy white maak het en so aan, maar, en ek noem het altyd vir al dat sy gebles is, sy gebles.
En hy is.
Verstaan sy?
Yes.
Man, it's a race. Is kan is legal.
Yes, the cooking shows also and everything. Yes.
Dankie. Wat moet ek nog wil sê?
And it started with the rap, with the Afrikaans rap.
Elke naweek as hy vol bespreek vir nie eens club performance, festivals. Hoe kan jy sê Afrikaans musiek gaat vir jou nêrens bring?
Ja.
Hoe? Verstaan jy nou?
Yes.
Weet jy waar gaan ek nou? In die sins van, sy het dit gemaakt uit PE uit.
Ja.
En
Kijk je wat, net op een sideline van gaat jou nêrens bring. Monetary wise assignment. Die week wat jy insit, like even die in Azuto het wat ek gesê het. Die scene wat jy cultivate man. Day in and day out. As 'n jong lady wat dink, fuck man, hy sien homself as waardig, maar nou sien hy 'n gang van brasse wat celebrate their fucking culture man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So nou voel jy maar nou voel jy maar cool man. Ek kan ook cool wees soos
Yes.
ek is part van die coolness man. So money aside really, there's a fuckload to gain actually from wat hulle doen man. You know what I'm saying? Op 'n net op 'n energy level en 'n positive energy level wat hulle terugsit in die Kaap man. So daai big up so daai man is sulke comments is
jo, ek dink sometimes need die ouens nog al hou. In funny enough as ek even some met Afrikaanse ouens is so met cream, crow, euro, like almal in die industrie en is it like that's nooit vibes man. It's net ze voel net good vibes.
Ja.
Verstaan so as ek nou as ek nou daai wat ek dink ek nou ja as ek nooit wat ek het gaan oor hy moment wat tel. Verstaan?
So maar dit is net in Suid-Afrika kyk in die music scene. Ons het gehet vir Ashley Size. Wie is die comments like die dom comments wat mense sê nou? Like ja, dan gaan sy 'n wit by broek en whatever en of wat weet sy wat sy ooit in 'n label en wat is 'n scientist man. Ek dink myself, Steven bra 'n link tot een van sy articles man.
Ja.
Sê ek hom klik on the link and stop embarrassing yourself man.
Exactly.
En jy embarrassing jou hele mense eintlik dat jy nee kyk op jou eie mense dat die bra nou nie so kwaai kan wees nie man.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Ons sig op mekaar. Dit is wat het is.
Nee, almal is.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Ek kyk met sulke comments dat I take myself off that high road. Ek kom na jou kant doen, ek embarrass jou. You know what I'm saying?
It is like the same way you see somebody's got a nice house, nice car in the middle. No, he must be selling drugs or whatever, or it's this or that, because how can he achieve that? A lot of our people have still that mindset.
Maar
As hartseer.
Ja.
As hartseer. As hartseer.
Maar nie almal nie. Majority van mense wil hê om vorentoe gaan. Man.
Yes.
Hence why your views, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Hier daar waar hy idiot. Maar hy idiot moet op sy plek as I enjoy that. Nou nie complain iemand meer van hy wat so praat soos die.
Oh.
No, you must elocution. It's all about elocution.
Hey, nou kom begin sy dat die selfie man, wat wil jy kom hier?
Hoor is so. Die praat ons soos ons praat man.
Exactly.
Ek by elocution tot understand it man.
Yeah.
Go to the TV for that, go to the radio for that. Die is almost awesome.
Yes.
Awesome, plain and simple, soda fucking filter.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Ek het nie geweet ons kan vloek hier, hoor, ek moet lank af. Maar anyway, no. Ja.
Jy was nou verander, jy verander.
Oh no, hoe sister pastor. Ja.
No, let me ask it. Because I already asked him and he deflected, but now there was controversy because another rapper made a video at a mosque which is deemed sacred and you don't also mix whatever with religion and music. But no, Sinos, even though you haven't dropped yet, I don't know what the extent is if you actually did rap music inside the church or whatever, but there was the cover photo of you with being at a church. So, before you even drop, I don't want trouble, did you get permission for this?
Wait till
another question
wait till
on
the
that.
EP drops.
Okay.
Wait till the EP drops.
But that also, that inspiration or that, is it your own storyline or is it where we see a lot of American rappers where they are, you know, these videos at churches and stuff. So does it stem from that?
Oh,
or is it something on your own?
Yeah, it's all in the concept in terms of like Bishop Lavis,
Yeah.
you know, like Bishop Lavis, like Bishop Lavis. So yeah, as I said, like in the press release, I stated there that like the choices that you make will determine your destiny. So sy kan die verandering is van Bishop Lavis is like hoe die keuses wat sy gaan maak, wat die keuses sy gaan maak, hoe sy dit gaan maak. So
ja, sien daar vir jou groot en 'n keken.
ja, Sarah toe. Jy weet, kyk. Waar kry jy so 'n mooi Bishop? Waar kry jy so 'n mooi Bishop? Yeah, no, it's fine. But yeah, waar kry jy so 'n mooi Bishop? But anyway, yeah, shout out to everyone that's been listening and streaming my stuff, you know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to dropping new music. Actually, I'm dropping new music on Friday, this coming Friday.
We look forward to
and
it.
the following week, I'm dropping my EP. And then the following week, I'm dropping a music video.
So kom drop jy dit als eenmaal nie?
So they call it, in the industry, they call it a rollout plan.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. This is part of your rollout. So the label requested, okay. So when I pitched to them about the EP, they said, okay, so what's your rollout plan, your marketing plan, your PR plan? You see, now, bear in mind, ek is van die levers, so I had to equip myself with all the stuff in the industry. Hoe werk wat werk hoe. And till this day, I can sit in a meeting, in a boardroom, in a Zoom, and I could pitch, okay, so this is going to be my rollout plan for this project.
Okay.
And I pitched it to them, and they were like, are you far away? And I was like, I nailed it. And I just said to Rochelle,
You never noted who is your label?
oh, I'm signed, co-signed, and I have people backing me, industry people, you know, not financially voor die mense dan. Sien jy gesê het investors dit so ek kan net so 'n klomp girlies wat Carlo is op sy video's. No, not, but there's individual that also assisted me with this project, but yeah, that's on my masters, you know. Very important, and it's still like to be independent and so on. Looking forward to dropping new music.
Awesome. We're like way over our time. What is your message to the people? As we end off now, what is your message to the people?
Ja, waar begin ek? In die terms van ouers en kinders, soos ek voorheen vertel het van my past experience. Kinders eerstens wees versigtig like met video bevriend, wat julle doen. Het begin klein, né? Ja. Vra vir my, ek het 'n earring gevat by die huis. Vra vir my wat het ek opgeëindig om te vat.
Die battery moes.
Simpel voorbeeld. Kom ons los dit by die battery, ja. But simple. Yeah.
No, he noticed in on here.
I said earlier on, but
yeah. Dit weer die kinders bizar.
ja, het begin klein, en het eindig groot.
Ja.
En jou vriende sal vir jou, sy sal weet wanneer sy regte vriende het. Nee, sounds silly, but het gaat altyd wees, wie sy vir jou uithang. Dat, like, sy weet wat sy type mense gaan. Sy saam met gemos uitdang, dan gaat hulle vir jou, sy is 'n stuk gemos, sy man.
Ja.
Sien, so.
Wij noemen het semels.
Ja.
Dankie. Ek kom die woord weer sien, ek kom die Here weer in.
Ja.
Alles werk net so in die lewe in. En vir ouers wat 'n kind het wat verslaaf is aan dwelms of gangsterism, like bid man. Ek glo in bid en gebede in die krag wat gebed dra. En moenie hoop opgee nie.
Ja.
Moenie hoop opgee nie. Op God se tyd sal hy, ja, jy sit nou miskien te dag en sê, ja, kyk hoe lyk die ding al, wat is op God se tyd? Auntie, ek is hier vandaan as a living testimony.
Yes.
Dat ek was ook daai klonk gewees wat my mense in my gedoubt het. Maar ek het myself gesê, middle child of do not, ek gaan dit hier uitmaak. En we dacht, dank je Here, dat ik hier kan zitten, fris en gezond, met een pens en...
Maar dat is altijd normally die favorite dinner, hè?
No,
the
that's the
middle child is,
opposite one.
no, the
That's
second one is
opposite.
always a Jimaka one, the stubborn one, feisty.
Ja. But anyway, ik voel hulle, ik was gespoeld tot op een certain extent, voel ik. Ik denk, mijn ouders het hulle rol gespeeld als een ouder, maar dit was mijn besluit geweest om die verkeerde pad te lopen.
Ja.
Maar terug tot bij wat ik wil gezegd het is, dat as haar ouder is aan buitenkant en jy twyfel en ook een antimony opgeneem man. As zwaar buitenkant, weet jy hoe voel het om nachten op die straat te wees buitenkant. Jy verlang na jou ma's huis. Die hele wat in huis bly en wat bevoorrecht is, sal nooit weet hoe voel het he. Wat hier jou ouders, as jy kan, of as jy wil, om so te sê, van is alles jou wil, but het was nie lekker nie, maar ek het drome gehad, ek het alles voor die Here neergelee, en ja, my nie opgee op julle kinders, so dat is al van my kant af.
Baie dankie. Thank you for your time.
Thank you
for
guys
your
for having me.
testimony.
Thank you guys
for
for having me.
sharing your story. Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys. Thank you again. Thank you for tuning in. Like, follow, and share. Please catch us next week again. Same time. We won't be late next week.
Stop lying.